giggling because Stella is growling at some people that are outside, but growling just underneath her breath. Just so, she's getting that energy out of her. It's Thursday. It looks as though my neighbors will be doing more construction, and I think probably cutting down a tree, maybe? A lot of people gathering outside of my house with chainsaws, so I'm assuming they're going to be cutting down a tree. I hope everyone's doing well this morning. I think it is Thursday, and I'm very excited. I am going to house sit and dog sit for my brother in the Pocono Mountains. He has a beautiful giant St. Bernard that Stella and I have been having some play dates with, so they get along over the next 10 days, 11 days. So send me some good vibes that Stella and Ginger get along well. I'm very excited, though, to be surrounded by trees and to be away from my current location for a little bit. Little dog sitting, house sitting vacation. Very excited for it, just to be surrounded by nature. I'm excited. So let's see what our sacred rebels have for us today. What kind of knowledge, wisdom, and guidance do we need? What will help us out with all of the madness that is going on in the world? What do we need to know? Knowledge, wisdom, and guidance for the collective today. Let's see what our sacred rebels have. Defend to the end. The worthwhile. This beautiful card came out last week. End of the week last week. Defend to the end, the worthwhile. With our good old friend the owl. The owl keeps showing up a lot. Very auspicious animal for us. Defend to the end. Every week we kind of fall into these patterns where the whole week is kind of the same. And this week's message is pretty much speak your truth. Defend to the end. Defend the worthwhile. What do you stand for? What do you stand for? Think about it and defend it to the end without being an asshole, but defend it to the end. What do you believe in? What are your values? What are your boundaries? Ask yourself those questions. Have you ever asked yourself those questions? What are my values? What are my boundaries? What do I stand for? Or what am I just blindly following along? Now's a good time to ask those questions. And then stand up for yourself. Defend to the end. Defend to the end. Speak your truth. Own your truth. Own your sovereignty. Remember, you are a sovereign individual. You are an infinite creative being. Even though we're not taught it, you do know how to think for yourself. You do, I promise. So let's see what the angels and ancestors have for us for defending to the end. Defend to the end. The White Witch, and yet another owl. Another owl. Be the light. So the owls are all over the place today. Be the light. So when you are defending to the end, when you are actually standing up for yourself, when you're speaking your truth, can you be the light? Remember, to do this, you don't have to be an asshole. You can do it with kindness and grace and compassion. Let's see what the book has to say about the White Witch. I think when I make my deck of cards, I'm going to make a real book, not these little books. I mean, these little books are cute, but they're very hard. My oracle cards are going to come with a full-size book, I think. Probably be a little more expensive, but I think I enjoy a real book as opposed to these little babies. All right, so let's see what the White Witch has to say. No matter what is happening to you or around you, you have a choice. Choose not to be pulled into dramas, bickering, or energies that are going to limit your joy. If you are surrounded by people who are hostile towards you or someone else, you are in a negative situation, perhaps in your workplace. You are being invited to be the light. You are an incredible person who can really bring light. So how can you change the energy? How can you redirect the conversation to love? How can you protect yourself? Or how can you help the person that is being picked on? Or are you the one who is guilty of causing a drama? You will know the answer. Know also that you are being encouraged to shine the light that you were born to shine. Even more beautiful after reading about the White Witch. Be the light. Shine your light. Defend to the end and be the light. How much light can you shine out into the world? Can you be an example? Can you lead by example? By being kind and loving and gracious and sincere, can you pretty much be a nice human being? That's what the White Witch is asking us to do. Be kind. Uplift your fellow man. Don't put them down. Don't criticize them. Don't belittle them. Instead, be the light. Shine your light as bright as you can. Uplift the world around you. All right, we have Defend to the End with a beautiful owl. The White Witch, Be the Light with yet another beautiful owl. Let's see what the Keepers of the Light have for us today. Some knowledge, wisdom, and guidance for the collective to keep shining your light out into the world, to lead by example. What do the Keepers of the Light have for us today? What do we need to know that will help not only us, but the collective? And we had a jumper, so let's see what that jumper is. And we're going to pick this card as well. So 2 cards from the Keepers of the Light today, because I think it's important. And we have Archangel Michael, Trusting Heaven. You are safe. Angels stand close. Surrender your concern and allow miracles to occur. Allow the miracles to occur. Archangel Michael. Can you get out of your own damn way to allow the miracles to show up? And the card that went flying is Lady Nada, the Heart Awakening. Awaken to acceptance and divine love. Give and receive in balance. All right, so we have Defend to the End, Be the Light, Trust Heaven, and allow your heart to awaken. These guys right here, these 2 cards are going to allow these 2 cards to be much easier to bring into life. So can you trust heaven? Can you allow your heart to awaken? Trust the little voice inside. Speak your truth, be the light. Can you use these guys to help support this? I think you can, because it's all inside of you if you start to realize that it's all inside. Not outside, not in a building, not in a preacher or a guru. It's all inside. So we're being asked to defend to the end, be the light, let your heart awaken, and trust heaven. Pretty neat. In the words of Larry David, pretty, 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 pretty neat. Pretty neat. So what is our overall energy, knowledge, wisdom, and guidance that we need today for the collective to go along with? Defending to the end, be the light, let your heart awaken, and trust heaven. What else? What other reminder do we need today to keep us moving forward, to keep us uplifting our fellow man? Good morning, Audrey. How are you? Let's go right in the middle of the deck for this one today. We have the garden and the gate. 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 Guess what? Guess what? Can you hear them cutting down a tree? So, defend to the end, be the light, let your heart awaken, trust heaven, and then know that you have this beautiful reward, the garden. Come sit in the garden. Come gather and collect all of your abundance. For being a good human, that's right, for not being an asshole, you get a beautiful garden. The rewards that come from defending to the end, from speaking your truth, from actually owning your truth, being your most authentic self. Be the light. Keep that truth flowing. Let your heart awaken and trust heaven, and you get all the goodies. Not when you fucking die, but now, here, on earth, heaven on earth. Claim your abundance. Step into your abundance. Step into that beautiful garden. Take it, embrace it, accept it. Know that it's your birthright to be abundant. That's it. That's what we got. That's what we got today. Defend to the end. Stay with that owl energy. Let your heart awaken. Trust heaven. And then grab all of your prosperity. Thank you all for being here today. I'm going to go pack up all my bags now to head to the mountains later this afternoon with Stella. Tomorrow's reading is going to be a little bit later in the morning. I'm not sure exactly what time, but it definitely won't be at 8 o'clock. I don't think so, at least. It'll probably be later tomorrow morning, maybe around 10 or 11. Not sure. I'll put a post out before I actually go live tomorrow, but it is definitely going to be later than 8 a.m. Thank you so much. Keep speaking your truth, being your most authentic self. Shine your light out into the world. Let your heart awaken. Trust heaven and grab all of your abundance. Grab it all. I will see you all tomorrow from the mountains. I'm very excited. Have a beautiful day. Do something sweet and kind for yourself. Keep being kind to yourself. There's still lots of batshit crazy energy floating around. I'm pretty sure Mercury went retrograde today, so you can guarantee that everyone and their grandma is going to be running around saying, Mercury is in retrograde. How about this? Own your own shit, take control of your life, and don't let Mercury retrograde affect you, because all you're doing is just buying into the energy. So be stronger than Mercury retrograde. Don't let that shit get to you. Speak your truth. Defend to the end. Be the light. Let your heart awaken. Trust heaven. And scoop up all of your abundance. Thank you all so much. I love you guys. Have a great day. I'll see you tomorrow from the mountains.